Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Riesinger. Janelle's off tonight. A 13-year-old arrested today for arson and criminal endangerment charges in Laurel. The string of crimes started with an unreported fire in the Laurel Walmart. And then 2 hours later, police say the teen moved to the post office. The attempted fire at Walmart wasn't even known about until post office employees just happened to talk to employees there at the store. A post office employee had gone to Walmart to purchase particulate masks, and when they explained the reason for needing the masks, the Walmart employee explained that a similar event had happened there just 2 hours earlier. Laurel Chief of Police Stanley Langvey said that while it's too early to say how the case will be prosecuted, the juvenile justice system has some leeway in addressing serious charges like arson.
The juvenile justice system is structured differently and more broadly, that it can approach kind of the totality of the circumstance, and it truly looks at
Well, even though the post office is a federal organization, Chief Langvey says that given the age of the individual, early indications are that the prosecution will be handled locally. The 46th annual March for Life made its way to the Supreme Court steps in Washington, D.C. today. That pro-life event featured a rally of notable speakers and a march from the National Mall to the Supreme Court. Among the speakers was Montana's U.S. Senator Steve Daines, who made a big announcement. Q2's Zoe Zandora is here to tell us more. Zoe?
Thanks, Russ. Yeah, the annual March for Life was held on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. today. Activists waved flags and chanted anti-abortion slogans as they marched in the largest annual gathering in the U.S. of opponents of the Supreme Court's 1973 ruling in Roe v. Wade. An announcement from Senator Steve Daines was made at the March for Life rally. Daines spoke for about 5 minutes, and during his speech, he announced that he is forming the first ever pro-life caucus in the U.S. Senate.
Life begins at conception. And because of that, every life must be valued. This pro-life caucus and our new expanded pro-life majority, thank God in November we sent more pro-life senators to the United States Senate. Under President Trump's leadership and your Republican-led United States Senate, we have delivered the strongest pro-life results in history.
Now, I also spoke with Laura Terry, the VP of External Affairs for Planned Parenthood, who spoke on behalf of Planned Parenthood in regard to Daines' announcement today. She said that unfortunately Senator Daines is out of touch with the majority of Americans who support maintaining and expanding access to sexual and reproductive health care, including safe legal abortion. Russ?
All right, thank you, Zoe. And Billings will have its 12th annual Pro-Life March for Life on Sunday at 2 p.m. That will start at St. Patrick's Cathedral, then continue for 4 blocks to the courthouse lawn. Chilly temperatures in Washington, D.C. proved to be no deterrent for those marching in support of indigenous peoples this morning. Members of tribes from across the country and beyond joined together early this morning. And they did that at the Building of Interior Affairs. And from there, the group then marched to the Lincoln Memorial for an 8-hour rally. In that march, advocates held signs declaring why they march. And for many, it was the missing, murdered Indigenous women and girls crisis going on in their respective communities. The Indigenous Peoples Movement website says the march is also to raise awareness of injustices being inflicted on their communities, including voter suppression, human trafficking, and genocide. Members of tribes from Montana were also present, including the Crow and Northern Cheyenne tribes. All right, time to talk about the weather now. That weekend is here, and so is Bob McGuire. Bob, how's it looking?
Well, we got a 1 inch of snow in the Billings area. A lot of places also had other snow. The big winners today was up in the northwest corner of the state. They had like 10 inches of snow at Condon, 7 inches over at Thompson Falls. But in our neck of the woods, here's what we wound up seeing. Cook City had 3 inches of snow. 20 miles northwest of Lavina had 2.2 inches of snow. Also, 2 miles northeast of Ismay had 2 inches of snow, formerly known as Joe, Montana. Also, you can see 2 miles northeast of Rondo had 12 inches. Billings Billings had 1 inch of snow, and as you'll see here tonight, well, most of that snow has moved out of the region, continues to push out of the region, and then I think by tomorrow morning we'll see some snow move into the western mountains. They'll hang a hard right into Wyoming, and then we're still looking at partly cloudy skies as we head into the rest of Saturday. We'll have the rest of your forecast in a few more minutes. Russ?
Thanks, Bob. 2,500 federal workers nationwide were recalled to go back to work to help farmers and ranchers for a few select days. In Billings, the USDA Farm Services Agency office was open for normal business to assist agriculture producers with existing farm loans to ensure IRS deadlines were met. Staff members will again be available on Tuesday, January 22nd to help with processing payments, continuing expiring financing statements, and to open mail to identify priority items. Those working in Montana's top industry, agriculture, getting honored tonight at the Ag Appreciation Celebration. This is the 22nd annual event. It started back in 1997. Q2's David J. has more from Metro Park.
Russ, we're here at the Rimrock Auto Arena. They're getting ready for the Ag Appreciation Celebration, expecting about 800 people. And joining us right now is the event manager for the Billings Chamber, Jessica Hart. And Jessica, this is always a big celebration for you. You want to honor the people that are in the industry.
Yeah, we do. We take our time tonight to just celebrate our ag producers and then anybody involved with ag, which is pretty much everyone. We all have beer, we all have clothes, we all eat food, so we're celebrating everyone who makes all of those great products. This is one of those times where we sit down and just really understand the importance of agriculture. They get it, they want to celebrate each other and let everybody know how important ag is.
And this year you've got one main speaker. It's president of MSU. Wadad Cruzado is going to talk a little bit about agriculture for you tonight.
Right, Wadad is here to talk about the school at MSU, but mainly the agriculture education that they've got going on and everything that they're doing up at MSU, and then also the Southern Research Center in Huntley.
And then it's also a big party. You've got some good entertainment after she's done talking.
Yes, we do. We have John King here for our second year. We had him here last year. It was incredible. He's got some great music, and there'll be tons of dancing and having.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jessica. That is Jessica Hart, events manager for the Billings Chamber, and they're getting here at the Ag Appreciation Celebration here at Metro Park Auto Arena. Russ, that's the latest from here. Back to you.
All right, thanks, David. Well, this year the Chamber is giving the Ag Excellence Award to Leroy Gable, a sugar beet farmer from Huntley. The festivities have started, and President Cruzado is scheduled to talk around 7 o'clock. There are new digs for Trailhead Spirits. It's all because the business was running out of room for their distillery operations. Owner Casey McGowan says they moved into their new property on Gable Road on Black Friday, and he says the response has been very good. But McGowan also says the move has been a bit bittersweet because the former downtown location near the Billings Depot on Montana Avenue felt like part of a community. Inside the new facility is a clean and modern look with new tables, a new bar, and much more room for their distilling operations. McGowan says more room is needed as they grow.
Kind of work through the next 2 or 3 years to make it work, and it was just one of those decisions that when it was time to move on and get more space, and timing just worked out right with the lease coming up and the opportunity to come to this space, and kind of all funneled towards making the move.
As for what goes into the former Trailhead location next to the old Billings Depot, McGowan says there will be a local only beer and wine bar that should be opening very soon. All right, coming up on tonight's 5:30 News, one Billings family hitting the road with a goal to hike all 50 states. We're going to check out what they're mapping out. Later in sports, MSU's Tyler Hall is about to become the Big Sky's all-time leading scorer. Scott tells us who saw that coming years ago.
You're watching MTN News with Janelle Slade and Russ Riesinger. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.